Good afternoon, my movie lover brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday afternoon on the Screen Talk Live YouTube channel, where we talk about all things movies, movie news, and other screen-related stuff. I'm, of course, your humble host, Key Toothman. I'm joined today not only by technical difficulties, but a friend of mine who can also be technically difficult, right?
Yes.
Trevor Farney. Trevor, how are you doing today, buddy?
My name is difficultly technical, so I'm not going to bother you with it, but I'm doing pretty good. Thursday is my Friday, so I get to just kind of chill the rest of the weekend, and I'm very excited to do so.
Yeah, and we had to start the show a little late because...
Yes.
Yeah, and it's griping at me now about our bit rate and saying that our bit rate is too slow. Let me check and make sure that we sound and look okay. I mean, I think we look good and sound good.
I think we do.
If there's an issue out there, guys, let us know in the chat if we have any issues with our sound or our visuals. But yeah, we were trying to get the stream up in full 1080p today for once, and had everything set up last night. Came in here to start it all up, and of course, I think we were actually having issues with YouTube at first, but then I had changed so many settings around trying to fix it that I had created the issue. Yeah, so fun times live streaming here on YouTube or anywhere, But yeah, guys, just a few things to get out of the way here. We are giving away an Xbox Series S here on the video or on the channel. There's a video up for that. Go check it out if you haven't already. But to give you a little rundown, if you send in a super chat during a live show, including today's live show, it enters you for a chance to win that Xbox Series S. So make sure you're sending in those live chats or those super chats in order to win that Xbox. Also, we do have our channel membership up now. We've had a lot of people join. I think we're at 10 members now. Would love to see that number keep going up. So make sure you guys go check out that and feel free to join our membership. You can join for bronze as little as $2.99 a month. So we really appreciate your guys' support, and it keeps the show functioning and able to happen. But yeah, I think that's it. With that down, we are going to jump into our main topics today. And our first main topic today is this. Right before the show, I found this. I was going to do a breaking news segment on it, but I thought, you know what? Let's just make it the first main topic today because I love this too much for it not for us not to spend some time on it. And that is that that Jackie Chan has came out and he has said, if I can get this go, and he has said that Rush Hour 4 is in the works. And this is exciting news. As for me personally, I grew up in the height of when Rush Hour and Rush Hour 2 and 3 came out. All that stuff was always my favorite. I love Chris Tucker. I love Jackie Chan. I always thought that their chemistry worked so well. But I mean, honestly, at that time, I was so young that anything Jackie Chan I would have watched. But I really loved those movies, and they've stuck with me even to this day as kind of these nostalgic things. And I've always wanted to see, because there was always kind of this tease of a Rush Hour 4, and I've always wanted to see it. So I'm glad that we're hearing this news. I want to read a little bit of this article. Let's see here. The legendary martial arts star made the announcement at the Red Sea. Of course, this is that Rush Hour 4 is in the works, right? At the International Film Festival in Saudi Arabia, where he spoke about his upcoming projects and his 60-year film career. That's just mind-blowing. In front of a crowd of adoring fans who regularly interrupted the talks to shout out questions, congratulate him on his honorary Oscar, and to ask him to sing. He was happy to oblige with a quick burst of "I can't help falling in love with you," explaining that he learned to sing so that he'd be able to do something for his fans that wouldn't involve fight moves. That's awesome. He goes on to talk a lot about his humble beginnings in where he was born, making like 80 cents a day and stuff, working full time and stuff. And, then to his, movies making up to $70 million in an opening weekend and stuff like that. This is a really cool article. If you guys got more time, go check it out sometime. But really the only thing I really care about in this article and what I want to talk about the most is that Rush Hour 4 is in the works, man. This is cool. This is exciting. I hope we get this soon. I hope this isn't in theaters. This seems like more fitted for just some fun kind of rompy streaming service type thing. So I don't want to have to wait to like see it and have a build up to it. I'd rather it just be like one of those ones that kind of just shows up out of nowhere and I'm like, whoa, Rush Hour 4, let's check this out. But yeah, super excited to hear this news. Love Jackie Chan, man. Always thought, after hearing the news that they originally had written Everything Everywhere All at Once around Jackie Chan, and he was supposed to be the star, and he looked at it and was like, people will never like this. It's too weird. And and then, of course, when Michelle Yeoh got offered the role and they rewrote the whole script around her, she called Jackie Chan, who she's friends with, and was like, "You dumb. This is gonna be big. You missed out." And it's really too bad because Trevor, as someone who's seen it, you could probably imagine like how this could have really revitalized his career, and made us look at him in this whole new light.
Right? Maybe get him a real Oscar.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like this, if you think about it, this was perfect for Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it was.
It was exactly like what he needed. And yeah, it's too bad, but we'll get him in Rush Hour 4, where I'm sure will be an Academy level performance.
Right. That will be the revitalization.
But Trevor, you're hearing this. Give us your thoughts. What do you think about Rush Hour 4 in the works, man?
Well, I mean, I have seen all three of the Rush Hour movies. I have recently rewatched the first one, and the first one I think is a very funny movie. They're all like just very funny movies. They weren't like ever.
Second one's my favorite.
I don't remember a whole. I think when I watched them, I was like a lot younger, so I don't remember like anything about what happened.
Because I was like 10. So
it's been forever
in the womb watching it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it in theaters. My parents wouldn't even let me watch it. A lot of those things, so I was a little bit. But yeah, no, I guess. I always looked at them as like movies I really enjoyed, and so A fourth one is I'm just fine with that, like, and I like what you said about the it being on like a streaming service. Like there are some of those movies that I'm like, I don't need like a whole lot to it. I don't even want really to know what's coming. It'd just be like it's here. Like like I think you could go with that format a lot more now that we have the streaming service kind of thing. There's certain movies where that would be great. But yeah, I mean, it's not gonna break any waves of either critical acclaim or box office smash. But I think it'll be really cool to see Jackie Chan back. I love. I mean, as a kid, he's one of those dudes that really appeals to you as like a kid. It's like he's like so cool, but he's funny too, and he's like kind of self-aware of like how this whole thing's working, and as a kid you're just like, how is this happening? Like, he is amazing. So, I don't even know if I've seen a ton of Jackie Chan movies, but just the presence of him.
I feel like I've seen every Jackie Chan movie ever made, except there's been like a few in the last, decade that have just looked so bad, or, I just couldn't bring myself to it. One of the last ones I remember watching was The Tuxedo. I don't know if you remember that. It was directed towards kids, and it was like a kid's spy kind of movie. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, you're hearing this information. Tell me what you guys think. What do you guys think of the original Rush Hour 2, 3? Which one's your favorite? Also, would you want to see a Rush Hour 4? Do you care? Or do you just want to see more Jackie Chan before it's all said and done and we don't have him anymore with us?
Right.
I definitely do. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Oh, down in the comment section below. Too much working out. Yes. All right. We're going to move on to our second main topic today. And our second main topic today is this. This really could be breaking news, because I added this to the show literally like minutes before we started having all the technical difficulties. And yeah, that is this. So the Nielsen ratings system, which has been the trusted way to kind of gauge how TV shows are doing, has always been for decades now, has been the trusted way to gauge these things. And it looks like the new numbers are out for Nielsen, and I want to just take a look at some of these things. This is coming to us from Variety. Some of these numbers are interesting. So we're going to start here with the top 10 streaming programs. We forget quite often, Trevor, how much children are watching these streaming services.
But the flipping time.
But let's start with this first one, which is surprising, but also not surprising, because everyone I know watches it or talks about it or, has something to say about it. And that is Manifest. Trevor, you know what Manifest is? Okay, Manifest is on Netflix. It's like this plane of people that kind of get lost in time or whatever and come back in a certain time. Anyways, it was the number one most viewed. And let's see, under that, of course, it's all Netflix at the top here, which is not surprising. So you have Manifest and you have The Crown, another one that I definitely know what it is, but I've never seen.
Yeah, same.
Love is Blind, again, never seen, know what it is. Enola Holmes 2, never seen the first one, never seen the second one,
nope.
Definitely know what they are.
Not
Coco Melon, definitely know what that is, but it does not play at my house typically, and it's high up on the list. And then you see NCIS, which is something that you kind of more expect to be on this list, right? And then under that is Bluey. Do you know what Bluey is, Trevor?
I know it's like a child.
Yes, it's like a little kid's blue dog on Disney. Now my daughter does watch that one, and then under that is Where the Crawdads Sing. Have you had a chance to check that out?
Not, but I've heard about it.
You should.
I should.
It's
okay.
very good.
All right, bet.
And then Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
you should definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Check it out, bro.
I've checked a little bit of my
and then the new
Gills.
Lindsay Lohan Falling for Christmas movie. Let's move on here to top 10 streaming original programs. You're going to see some of the similar names here. You have The Manifest, The Crown, Love is Blind. But then you add things like Andor, which was really good. I still haven't finished. Oh, jeez. The Great British Baking Show, which I actually randomly, me and my wife will put on and check out. But yeah, you can check this out. One of the other ones I want to look at. This acquired programs one is very cool and interesting too, right? Because that's unoriginal. It's something they had to buy. But I want to check out top 10 streaming movies. So number one, most minutes viewed top streaming movie of this year was Enola Holmes 2, which again is mind-numbing because I definitely know what this is, but I've never seen any of the movies, either one of them. It looks like I froze on. I may have froze. Did I freeze?
Well, wait. You're kind of like glitching.
Okay. Well, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's doing the thing again. But I think you could still. I feel like I could still hear myself, but I can't see myself. Yeah, it's having issues.